What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Path of the Network Marketer. It is day 34, actual day 34, episode 34. So I misnumbered in yesterday's episode, in the recording for yesterday's episode. I read off the wrong number, but today is actual episode 34. So we're back on track. Well, if you're brand new to the show, if this is your first time listening, thanks for tuning in. It's an amazing podcast, so welcome. But I do want to let you know that this is part three. Today's episode is part three of a three-part series where we're talking about influencers and how they generate income on social media. So you may want to go back and listen to episodes 32 and 33 to catch yourself up and to make sure that you have the proper framework going into today's show. Now, to kind of very quickly summarize what we talked about in the show, in the series so far, the four ways that I've observed how influencers generate income on social media. Number one, self-promotion. Pretty straightforward. You're promoting your own products or services. Number two, affiliate programs. Again, pretty straightforward. Number three, sponsorship deals or endorsement deals. Generally, as I've seen, that's reserved more for those influencers that have massive followings, like million plus followings. And then number four, promoted posts and paid posts. So today's conversation then, we're going to talk about how network marketing fits into all of that, right? Obviously, this is a network marketing show. What's the point of discussing how influencers make money if we don't talk about network marketing? So the context, I think we have to ask the question going forward is how can network marketers participate in social media so that they can generate business using social media, and then number two, how can influencers participate in network marketing because they're already promoting brands and different products and things like that with their influence. How can they participate in network marketing to do the same thing? The first question: can network marketers use social media? Of course, I think we've talked about that already in past episodes. Grow your influence, grow your audience, and then promote your products or services. Promote your company. I think it's very much number one in that list of four things. It's self-promotion. As long as you kind of show yourself and how your network marketing products or services is integrated into your life, then you can promote it. Pretty straightforward. For influencers, I think it's going to act a lot like an affiliate program, just sharing a product or services, and then getting commissions based off of the sales that you generate with those posts. So the sticky part of it is that there definitely historically has been limitations. There's been barriers with network marketing in this particular conversation, in this model, historically, because of network marketing compensation plans. The requirements typically have been you have to build or recruit or enroll, whatever verbiage you want to use. You have to bring in a certain number of business builders, of distributors, and then help them bring in distributors, et cetera, so on and so forth, to qualify for, the higher levels of compensation. For a network marketer using social media, generally social media generates only customers and customer sales. That may not necessarily be the primary focus. I know for me, historically, as a network marketer of 16 plus years, my main focus has been building downlines, right? Bringing on other business builders and helping those business builders bring on other business builders into the team. The customer acquisition part, it's very important, and it has become more prevalent and more important in the last 5 years or so. However, it still was never my main focus. It really wasn't, because of compensation plan. I don't get paid unless I have a business builder in my organization. At least, actually, because of my comp plan, at least two business builders, right? So the focus is always on business builders and building downlines, and customer acquisition, and the volume that results from customer acquisition is really just a secondary added bonus that helps pad the volume in the entire business as a whole. So very, very limiting in that regard. And again, using social media for customer acquisition then becomes a secondary to building downlines. Obviously, as from the second question, as influencer, yeah, well, influencers aren't interested in building downlines. It's as simple as that. Their model from 1 through 4 is all about generating sales. It's all about generating customers for the particular brand that they're partnering with or their own brand. So participating in network marketing hasn't really, as a distributor. If an influencer were to sign up with a network marketing company, it just doesn't make sense. All right, it doesn't make sense. And so, for me as a network marketer, or for any network marketer to kind of put their money into an influencer and purchase a promoted post or anything like that, it's cost prohibitive for the average network marketer. So it just network marketing typically doesn't or hasn't made sense for an influencer. What's the fix then? Well, we have to fix our comp plans. It's easy as that. I mean, the economy is very much shifting. The marketplace is shifting. Like we're talking about influencers in the first place. So that's in itself a massive shift in how consumers purchase goods, and how brands are promoting and advertising their goods and services, right? Using people of influence on social media. So that alone is a shift in the marketplace. And then we're not even touching and talking about the gig economy and what that's done to how people purchase products, right? So network marketing, we have to adapt as well. Otherwise, we're just gonna get our lunch. What's the saying? Somebody's gonna eat our lunch. I think that's the saying. But you guys know what I mean. I suck at sayings, but we're getting so much of our market share taken away from us because we can't compete with what everybody else is doing in the modern market, right? So we have to adjust our compensation plans to be a little bit more open and be more inclusive for people who don't necessarily want to build a downline, who don't necessarily want to recruit. And you know what? Historically, again, that's always been the most difficult part of our business, and why only a handful of few people ever attain significant amounts of income, right? Because the recruitment part and building downlines has been such a hard thing, right? Now, however, hopefully, so this is happening with my company, Yoli, and I don't know how broad this is happening across the board in the industry, because I don't keep up with the industry. I hope it's happening a lot. I hope companies are evolving their comp plans, because again, we have to. But with my company in particular, we've adapted and we've created a part of our comp plan where individuals that want to become distributors in our company can get paid solely on customer acquisition, right? Without having ever to recruit a single business builder. So you can sign up with Yoli, whether you're an influencer or not, whatever the situation, you can sign up with Yoli as an independent distributor, and for all the customers that you acquire for yourself in your business, you'll get paid 20% of your sales volume, whatever sales volume that they generate. Easy as pie, right? So it works very much like an affiliate deal for influencers, and they're doing that anyways, right? Again, they're promoting their products or services on their social feeds. They're generating sales. They're generating and acquiring customers. And then the added bonus of it, though, however, is that we're going to continue to pay that 20% for the life of the customer. So as long as that customer comes back and purchases more product, which they will tend to do because it's a consumable product, health and wellness, you know what I mean? Nutritional products are very, very consumable, and typically people will come back and purchase them on a regular basis. So every time the customer that you acquired comes back and purchases more product, you're going to continue to get that 20%. So you can create a residual income, again, without ever having to recruit a single business builder, just by acquiring customers and keeping customers. This changes the game, guys. This changes the game. This is an important adjustment. Like, this is the new evolution of network marketing, because again, it makes us more relevant. It makes us more up to date in the marketplace. It opens us up to the influencers who now have an opportunity to create residual income, which they don't with all those other 1 through 4 things that I've listed in the other episodes, with self promotion, with affiliate marketing, with sponsorship deals, with paid posts. Typically, you're going to have to keep chasing those deals, right? Now, if you participate in Yoli's program as a distributor, you can create a residual income. That's one less sponsorship deal that you have to chase, right? For gig economy people, it's an amazing deal, because now, just like Uber or Lyft or Grubhub and all these other things that's out there, you can participate in network marketing and get paid immediately and get paid upfront, right? It's that immediate payout that's so necessary in the gig economy, because people need money right away, especially in today's economy. And then for the network marketer, man, it's the best of all those worlds. It makes it more inclusive, and it broadens the field for you of people to talk to and reach out to join your team, right? You can now talk to influencers. You can now talk to people who were averse to building downlines and recruiting other business builders. And you can also continue to build your own downline and recruit business builders. And you can also acquire your own customers, right? So it's just like a huge innovation that creates so much advantage on so many levels that I think it warrants so much conversation. So whether or not you're a part of Yoli, whether or not you're even interested in Yoli, if you want to have this conversation, reach out to me, because if you're on the corporate side, if you're a field leader, if you're a distributor in network marketing, this is a conversation that everybody needs to have, because again, we need to move the industry forward. We need to move the profession forward in order for us to remain relevant, in order for us really to remain a viable source of creating income for the average Joe like you and me. And yes, I am an average Joe, guys. Let's not forget, I was sweeping floors and popping popcorn when I first got started in this profession, making minimum wage, $6.75 an hour. I was making less than $20,000 a year, and now I'm living the life of my dreams. And now I'm more excited about this profession than I've ever been before. So I want to help more people, more companies really create this innovation, right? If you want to talk about it, reach out to me. It's as simple as that. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, just message me directly. If you're listening to the podcast, you can email me at so it's cannibalron@gmail.com. Yeah. The show is still pretty much bare bones. I don't have a dedicated email or a website for the show yet. So you can reach my email. It's personal email, cannibalron@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Instagram. It's at Cannibal Ron on Instagram. But yeah, let's have a conversation, man. Let's talk about this topic, because it is an important one, and it's one that I think will, well, I mean, for me, it's the one of the primary goals is just really continuing to help more people succeed in network marketing, because I know what it's done for me. I know what it's done for my family, and I know there are people out there that were in my situation, where I was 10, 12, 15, 16 years ago, that could very much benefit from my perspective and the perspective of what we've been talking about in the last couple of episodes. So reach out, let's talk, and that's going to do it for today. So with that, guys, we'll see you tomorrow in a fresh new episode. Until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.